let's review the story. Remember the story? When Moishe Leib Rothstein, the secretary of the Frierdiker Rebbe and later of the Rebbe, so this Bocher Friday night, a Litvische Bocher is opening the Tanya. He's looking at it, and he puts it down, and he says, remember what he said? Praising the Tanya.
Beautiful writing.
Yeah, a literarische Sprache, a literary expression, prose, in praise of the Tanya. And the Moishe Leib said, I'm snagit. So the Bocher didn't understand. Here he's giving a compliment, and he's getting, obviously, he's being criticized. So the Moishe Leib then explains to him, it's known that everything we have down here, this is the whole shir itself. So we'll start this. Down here is also the Mailand, the Ilam Mesruchni, right? For example, the sourness, what's another word for it? Something is tart. The tartness or the sweetness of an apple. So these inyonim exist on higher planes. There's the sweetness and the tartness of a melody, of an idea, sharp idea, a sweet idea. And in Olam Elyonim, all the way to Atzilus, what's what? Al-Tebbe says this, that the sweetness of the apple is rooted ultimately in Chesed Atzilus, and the sour or tartness is in Gvura. That's the ultimate source. The higher you go, the truer, of course, this inyan of sweet and sour or tart is. Clear? Because that's the shayrish. That's really where it all comes from. Yeah? So he goes on to explain to the Bocher. In Chassidus is explained, there's also the idea of a horse, a sus, in Olam Esaruchniim. This is explained at length in my Maram Purim. Al-Terebe. Take the whole thing, that to take Mordechai and put him on the sus Hashem Melech Rochabai Meiridik and Biyurim. So you tell me, do you know what this is? It's important. We've encountered this. What's the union of sus Lamaila? Anyone remembers? Oisius, letters. Just like a horse takes some travel, one place to another. So two letters convey words convey what's within to another. To communicate. So the Moishe Leib continues. When the Chassid sits in Shul and learns this Maimed, this Purim Maimed, and thinks deeply into the Inyan and what it means in Beruchnis and Avodas Adam, and its whole content, and with this he davens. So what happens after he walks in the street and he sees a horse? What does he see? He sees Oisius. What does the horse mean for him? Oisius Namaila, Gilun, it's a trigger for everything he just learned, and that's what he's seeing. When he's looking physically, he's seeing the horse, but it's triggering in his mind and heart everything he learned in the Maimon by thinking of Oisius. He sees the Pnimius of the horse, the emes of the horse. If someone doesn't learn Chassidus, the opposite. When he sees letters and he looks at it, what does he see? He sees the horse. He sees the Chatzonius. He sees the beautiful language, the literary value, but doesn't understand that conveyed in these Oisius is what? Likus, godliness. You understand what he's saying? That Rabbi concludes the story. I'm just curious if the Bach understood what he was saying. This itself, you needed some background. But for sure, he understood that there's more than meets the eye, that he got. The whole subject here, this chapter here is in Bios Shiurim and Fabrengens, is Pnimius and Chitzonius. Rabbi concludes that the Rebbe said once about Mishalim brought in Chassidus, even though the reason they brought is just to understand the Nimshal. There's another kavanah. Chassidus bringing Mishalim, that a Jew should know that it's a moshel from ourselves, the world, Why does this exist in the world? It doesn't start here. It's because the Maila is such an inyan. If the Ba'elam Aruchani, it then devolves into its physical moshel down here. So it trains us to look at the world and look deeper and immediately have this sense of, doesn't start here. It's all an expression of a likus l'mayla. Okay, we continue Be'ez Hashem tomorrow.